We will all fail at some point in life. The question is, do we keep going? Folks, let's jump right in. This concept of failure has been top of mind recently, and I'm very much of the belief failure is an integral part of the formula, of the recipe for success. If you haven't failed, you're not trying. So this idea I've been riffing on lately, this idea of the arena, the metaphorical arena of life. Folks, most people are spectators in the arena, right? If you think about it, it is what it is. Very few people make the conscious decision to step foot into the arena. Stay with me on this, folks. You know why? Because most spectators don't have to step foot into the arena to know when you get into the arena, you could get your ass kicked. You probably will get your ass kicked. In fact, every time you step foot in the arena, it's either the lady or the tiger, if you've ever heard that analogy before. Every time you step foot in the arena, it goes one of two ways. So the reality is, when we step foot in the arena of life, whatever it is, we know we're probably going to get our ass kicked. We're going to take a good licking. Okay. So for all those reasons and more, think about it, folks. Most people never even step foot in the arena, right? Most spectators, they never even step foot in the arena because you don't have to go into the arena. You're a spectator. You see what happens every day. You see people get canceled. You see people lose their jobs. You see people lose their lives. You see people whose careers are destroyed. You see people whose livelihoods are destroyed. I could go on. My point being is that we all see failure each and every day. In fact, failure is the one thing that we all have in common. All of humanity has failure in common. If you really think about it, failure is the one thing that every human being can probably relate to. I know, folks, I know. So in life, we've got this thing called the arena. Most people are spectators in the arena. Very few people make the conscious decision to step foot in the arena because you could get your ass kicked. You could get licked real good. Okay. So what happens when you step foot in the arena, you get your ass kicked, and then you've got that come to Buddha moment where you think, oh my God, this is what it's like. This is what the work is like. This is what it's like to step foot in the arena. You know what? Man, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this whole trying to be successful, maybe this isn't for me. You know what? I think I'll be a spectator. It's a little bit safer as a spectator. It's a little bit more, at least as a spectator, I know what I'm going to get. That, folks, is the premise for what I want to talk about today. What happens when you step foot in the arena, you get your ass kicked, you experience some failure, you experience some setback, you experience real adversity for the first time in your life, real adversity. The $64,000 question is, do you keep going? The answer is yes, obviously. Spoiler alert. The answer is a resounding yes. Because in the arena, right, it could be the Super Bowl, it could be the FIFA World Cup. The arena could be your first AA meeting, right? The arena could be your decision to kick drugs and alcohol. The arena could be your decision to work on your mental health. Whatever the arena is, you're going to face some challenges, some failures, some adversity, some setbacks. So the question is, do you keep going? And the answer is yes. Obviously, I personally believe that there's no other options. It's the lady or the tiger. Great, awesome, so be it. For somebody like me, especially as I start to really double down on my mental health, my creativity, I'm working on building this channel. I am now of the belief that there is nowhere else in the universe I would rather be than the arena. Because for me, the arena represents success. The arena represents financial independence. The arena represents enlightenment. The arena represents self-actualization. The arena for me represents my ideal self somewhere at the end of my to-do list. So for all those reasons and more, there's nowhere else in the universe I'd rather be than the arena. And I know that I will face feedback, adversity, failure, all of the above. And my point, folks, this is why I wanted to do this video. That's part of life. That's part of life. Just full stop. That kind of adversity and criticism, that's just part of life. But there's a secondary element. I want to leave you all with this. When the pressure starts to build, when you start to get that adversity, that criticism, that inertia in your life, that's a good sign. That's a wonderful sign. That means that you're in the arena. That means that you're actually doing the work. Because the alternative is, I'll leave you with this, if you don't want any criticism, if you don't want any negative feedback, if you don't want any criticism or failure, don't do anything. Don't do anything with your life. Don't be about anything. Just stay at home. Just look at other people trying to live out their lives. If you don't want criticism or rejection or any of those things that come with stepping foot in the arena, there's an answer. Be about nothing, right? That's a non-answer, obviously. So folks, I know that's really long-winded. In closing, if you're facing a little bit of adversity right now, if you're starting to face failure and setback and criticism and you're really feeling it, I want to encourage all of you to keep going because you know that you're in the arena. Folks, if you made it this far, I really want to thank you. As I start to grow this channel, I could very much use your support. So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and could use a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.